Now, whatever we learned regarding construction of two-dimensional array, we see in this program and correctly understand the syntax. Always you remember one thing. Once you are good at one-dimensional array, then you can realize that two-dimensional array is an extension of one-dimensional array. Little change will be there. That you have to understand. That's why every time I suggest you one thing. Sequence of study. You must study each and every concept sequentially. First you complete A concept and own it, then come to B. Because the knowledge of A concept will contribute a lot for B. In the same manner, the knowledge of A and B will contribute for understanding C. It is so on. So that's why first thoroughly understand one-dimensional array. Concept-wise, syntax-wise, programming-wise, every aspect you understand, and then come to two-dimensional array. And if it is required, you go for three-dimensional or multi-dimensional array. Then your study will be like a cakewalk. Now you see, class two-dimensional array. We have defined public static void main string all this routine. And now we see we are writing, we are declaring and initializing two-dimensional array. We are using array initializer method for the sake of simplicity. If you want using new also, you can make a similar type of initialization. Now we see int. As it is a two-dimensional array, obviously two square brackets are required, and its identifier or name of the reference variable table. Thereafter, here you want to give 4 arrays or 4 into 3, 4 rows and 3 columns. So in this manner we initialize. Always remember the syntax. Here brace, opening brace, closing brace, after that semicolon. Thereafter you have to write them in parenthesis, and first at the end of the first comma, end of the second comma, end of the third comma. Thereafter you should not put comma. That point you have to understand. Then initialization is over. And if you want to read also, you can read. Now I am showing you how to write these elements. Same syntax, same nesting of for loops you can use, and you can read the individual elements also. Okay, first for the sake of simplicity, I initialize that. So it is not compulsory to initialize it. You can read the values and you can write the values also. Now, as loop counters, CD I declared, and here you make it a doubt. Length instance variable is there. How it works on this? So that expression I have written because for your information, table.length. What it shows? Either 3 or 4. Here 3 are there, here 4 are there. Actually, here already I showed you. Here one array is there. Then in that 4 elements are there. So it shows 4. Always it represents the number of rows or number of arrays in that. So it comes as 4. So in two-dimensional array, its name table.length represents 4 with reference to this. Okay. Thereafter, we are writing nesting of for loops. Actually, one array is there, one-dimensional array. We have used one for loop. Here, 2 dimensions are there. That's why at a time, to represent one element, any particular element, you have to specify 2 dimensions. Now, already I showed it to you. Here, if you see that, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. So, this is represented by 0, 0, this is represented by 0, 1, this is represented by 0, 2, this is represented by 1, 0, this is represented by 1, 1, this is represented by 1, 2, this is represented by 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2. Here 3, 0, 3, 1, 3, 2. This is the way of representation. For that purpose, we are using nesting of for loop. Now, this is the way. Here, one for loop. Because 4 rows are there, that's why I have written 4. Here, 3 columns are there, that's why I have written 3. Now, already I explained about nesting of for loops in loop control structures. Actually, at that time only I told you, whatever element you learn in basics, they will be used at one point of time in a particular domain. So you must have perfect command over that. So at that time you may not understand, because at that time you do not know arrays. That's why what is the end use of that you may not know. Now the time has come. So what is the end use of nesting of for loops, you can understand here. So there I told you how iterations are made and all that. So here you see, C starts with 0. So it starts with 0. Thereafter C0, D0, C0, D1, C0, D2. Okay, in that way C0, D0, D1, D2, C1, D0, D1, D2, C2, D0, D1, D2, C3, D0, D1, D2. This is the iteration model that I explained. I have given I have given 3 programs there. If you understand them, you can apply that knowledge here. Now you see actually how these items are being written. C0, C0, D0. This is the 1. C0, D1, 1, 1. C0, D2, 1, 1, 1. Like that, all these elements are written and a table is printed. This is how to understand. And one more thing, at that time, when learning nesting of for loops, you didn't concentrate much and all that. It is nothing wrong to go back once to that concept, because you should have perfect understanding over that. Then only you can understand the mode of its operations. So then you can apply it very easily. You can understand it logically. It is not possible for me to explain the elements previously explained here. Then it will be so much lagging. It takes a lot of time. That's why if you don't have perfect command over nesting of for loops, you go back to the loops control structures chapter, you learn it and come back, and whatever knowledge you acquired and all that you apply here. Then at the same time you can get command over 2 concepts. One is nesting of for loops, the second one is 2-dimensional arrays. Now you get the result like this.